What's good, Internet? I am Baltmatrix, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Missing Link C07 and C08 Arcee. The big differences between these two figures are C07 is a reimagining of the original figure that was going to be released as Arcee, and C08 is what we actually got as Arcee. Now, both of these designs are really interesting. I can see why they did not go with this one as the figure or as the character. It kind of makes sense given the color scheme, but man, I really wish we got G1 figures of this character because this mold could totally have worked back in the original days. Now, both of these figures have the same kind of packaging and same accessories. You just pull the figure out. There are a series of instructions, little tech specs, little card, some stickers, and then this little catalog, which is just other Missing Link figures. The actual figure itself is stored in styrofoam. It is the figure and the little gun, and on each figure, the little gun can fit just behind the driver's side. Oh, that's so cute. Each of these ladies is unique and just absolutely gorgeous in their own right. There's very little kibble showing on the top of the vehicle, a lot of kibble showing on the bottom, but that's fine. They both have rub signs, and they both show Autobot. It's not showing up there. Come on, finger, heat up. I know you can do it. Oh, there we go. It's just showing a little bit of Autobot. Let's see. Can we get fully showing up? Yay! There we go. I don't know if that's showing up on camera. It looks so good. Each one of these looks so good. And I love the fact that they are so different in terms of color. Yes, they are the same mold. There's no getting around that. But the white, the hot pink, and the gray work incredibly good for what we know as Arcee, where the prototype Arcee in the more muted pink, orange, white, and this dark blue, bluish green, they all work incredibly well. And the thing I really love is the wheels are the same colors. So these are blackish gray wheels, and these are the same color blue as the seats. I love that. And sorry, I just kicked the camera. Both of these are excellent. I'm so happy to have both of them. The only complaint I have is that this flap underneath sticks out on the sides of the very front. That's my only complaint. Now, in terms of size, here is Sunstreaker from Missing Link as well. You could see they're pretty much scaled with the current Missing Link figures. They are just a smidge longer tip to tail than Sunstreaker, but roughly the same width at their widest points. One thing I do want to show is that the weapons for each of the figures are different. Arcee's gun and prototype Arcee's gun are both different. The prototype Arcee has the gun that she used in the movie, which I find very funny, while the actual gun that the non-prototype, the main Arcee comes with, is modeled after, well, I don't know what that's modeled after. And yes, if you're wondering, the weapons can be stored in car mode. They plug in right here in this cavity. Now, let's get into the transformation, which I think is actually really cool. Start off with, come to the sides, and pull the sides panels away from the body like this. And so we've got the sides coming off. These will form the arms. Come down to the midsection of underneath and pull out and flip out the legs. Then the thighs will disconnect from the back of the vehicle mode. Take the entire rear of the vehicle mode and unhinge it up and bring it up. Push the windscreen down into the seats and bring that entire rear all the way up like that. We have a double hinge here, which we'll get into in just a second. Come under the front of the vehicle and flip up this panel. Then take the rear of the vehicle mode, fold it down, and push it underneath the robot head. Then fold this up and down, and then grab the front of the vehicle mode and flip that over the robot head. Bring this whole section down, and it will peg into place on that peg right where my thumb is. And push it in, and transformation's done. All we have to do is straighten out the feet. Oh, you know what? I did forget a part. The legs. Slide the knees down and they will snap into place. Like that. And now we're done for reals. And I keep forgetting the feet. This is not a problem with the figure. This is a problem with the me. These little heels do flip out, but man, are they tiny, and man, are they hard to flip out. Now that we did the original, let's do the prototype. I'll do it a little bit of out of order. Flip up the back of the vehicle mode, push down the windscreen, fold that up, grab these legs and unpeg them and flip them down like so. Slide out the knees and like that and snap them into place. Straighten out the feet and flip out the heels, which if I can't do this in one go, I will do it off camera. There we go. Come underneath and unpeg the arms, fold them out, flip up this bottom flap, fold the front of the vehicle mode over the head of the figure, and collapse that tummy section in, and there we go. Prototype transformed. I am very happy with how these two figures turned out. They both look absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I just have no complaints other than some looseness in the hips, which we'll get into when we talk about the posability. The overall aesthetic for both of these figures works incredibly well. The Arcee that we got, the hot pink with the white, works incredibly well for this mold, and the prototype colors work incredibly well for this mold. I'm going to take a look at the head sculpts here in just a second because I think there's something interesting going on with them. The overall look just works for these things, and I'm really sorry that we never got versions of these for the original release or the original toys. I would have loved to have seen them. I understand why Hasbro didn't do it, but it still would have been really cool if they bothered to, produce this, because this is easily one of the easiest molds I've ever seen that could have been adapted into a Generation 1 figure. I was really surprised at how big these figures are, because they, in vehicle mode, are the same size as this little guy, but then in robot mode, they extend and become the same size as Hot Rod here, or another deluxe class figure from Age of the Primes. They're roughly the same size. Yes, they lack the bulk, but man, they are definitely worthy of being in this line, or even in the AOTP line. In fact, these are better figures than any other Arcee figure we've gotten before, and I'm including the Masterpiece in that. Each figure possesses a flight stand hole. Each figure has a hole in the keister for a flight stand. It's not really in the keister, it's more in the lower backpack section, but you can plug something up in there and make them fly if you want. Posability for these figures is quite good. Head can look up quite a bit, can look down a bit, and swivels side to side, though there is very, very tight swivels going on there. I would have liked if the head was actually fully rounded, but anyway. Shoulder moves forward and back. It can almost flip 360 degrees, but does hit into the car kibble. Arms can come out about 45 degrees. There is a swivel for 360 degree swivel. Bend at the elbow is 90 degrees. No torso articulation. Thighs have a swivel for in and out, and then can kick out 90, and they can turn as well. Knees bend well over 90 degrees, and there is... that did not snap into place. And then there is ankle articulation side to side and front to back. Overall, I'm really happy with these two figures. Very, very happy that they're out. They exist. They're really good. They are really good. Now, I picked these two up over at HobbyLink Japan, and if you want to pick these figures up, I strongly recommend getting it from a store here on the stateside. These figures, I paid for the figures on their, retail price from HobbyLink. And then I ended up paying, then the shipping and the tariffs ended up being the cost of the two figures. So I essentially bought 4 versions of these figures, but got 2. So this video better do pretty well, because I need to recoup some costs, man. Overall, I really couldn't be happier. I'm being honest here. These figures are absolutely fantastic. And they itched a spot that I didn't even know needed itching. We actually finally, truthfully have good Arcee figures, which is really insane when you think about that. I mean, it's been decades. We've gotten a couple of Arcee figures over the past 10-ish years that have been not great. And it's nice to see an actual G1 modeled Arcee figure that is good and better than good. These figures are great. They are. I'm going to leave them with These are great. The transformations are fun. They're just complex enough. And it really does feel like modern figures could learn a thing or two from these, because I could see where Hasbro and Takara have been trying to do this very transformation with Arcee over the years and failing miserably. But here it's nailed. Here it's perfect, and I have no qualms. So folks, let me know what you think of these figures down in the comments. I think these Arcees are awesome. Totally worth picking up. Just see if you can get them from retailers that are, local, like your Chosen Primes or your Big Bad Toy stores. You're going to pay a lot less than if you pay somebody from, Japan with tariffs and stuff. All right, folks, let me know what you think of this down in the comments. Thank you all for watching. I've been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you all next time.